Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of How the Freak Am I Gonna Do That? Projects with Chaz. Today we are going to do a quick clean on this aquarium. Not a full-blown clean, but just kind of a mini clean because it looks like someone took a big dump in this aquarium. We want to clear it out, make sure the fish don't drop dead. So got some hoses, got some buckets, we got all sorts of little tips for you on how to do a quick clean without going crazy. So stay tuned! Alright, first things first, we're going to unplug the heater because if you start draining the water in here and the heater detects that there's no water to keep it chilled, it's going to explode like a grenade. You don't want that. Second thing we're going to do is pull out all the plants and we're going to take those into another sink and scrub them with a scrub brush. We're going to leave the fish in here because it stresses them out. Like they'll get completely flipped out, probably stroke out. So we're just going to take about 2/3 of the water out, but cleaning the rocks with this little pipe, siphoning action. We're going to siphon out all the turds and all the gibberish in the rocks. We're going to clean the glass. We're going to leave the fish in here. We're going to take the plants out, and then we're going to put fresh water in, put the plants back in, and we're going to change the filter. So I'll show you how that works here in a second. Okay, unplug your heater. Make sure the orange light's not on. It's unplugged. Otherwise, this thing will freaking explode like a hand grenade. Because the glass will get too hot and blow up. Next step, let's take this hood off a little bit. No worries about the heater, it's unplugged. So no electrocuting ourselves today. We'll put that back there. Whoa, quite the freaking mess. So set this up here so you can see what you're doing. Take this hood off. Look at all this crap on the hood. No wonder why the aquarium's all dark, because you can't even see through this film. So let's put this in the bucket. We're going to wash that with all the plants. So I'm going to take this bucket and I'm going to rip all the plants out. Shake the rocks out. Make sure the fish aren't hiding in any of your little accessories, because it'll be dead. Pretty much everything is out of here. Now we're going to take our siphoning hose and we're going to freaking siphon out some turds and hopefully not some fish. Just got to be careful not to suck them up. They'll pretty much get out of your way. I'm going to turn this filter off. And we're probably going to change this filter also because that's looking pretty nasty. So I'm going to unplug this. So take this nasty filter, drain a little bit, and throw it in your bucket because we're going to replace it. According to the aquarium experts, there's bacteria on here that help the fish live. So what I'll probably do is take the new filter and rub this on a little bit, get some of the old stuff on there to, I don't know, whatever it does, science stuff. Hey, science! Alright, so before I take water out of here and clean the rocks, I'm going to take this little scraper tool. It's got like a blade on it, and we've broken it, so I used a zip tie to secure the blade. It's not a razor blade, but it acts like one. So I'm going to stick it in here, and I'm just going to scrape the algae off the glass. It's like shaving. I'm shaving the tank. Boom, boom, boom. Because I'm going to want to suck up all this algae chunks when I clean the tank. Alright, siphoning action. Basically we're going to fill this pipe up. See that? Whoa, just water shot over the place. So you want to fill this up. And then take your finger off the other end. Get all the air out of the pipe or out of the tube. Once you've got water squirting out of here, you know you've got some siphoning action that's ready to happen because there's no air pockets in this tube. So stick this down in. Careful not to get any air bubbles into the tube. There, it's submerged. Stick it in the rocks. Take this other end. Point it down into your bucket. Look at that. So, I don't know if you can see this or not, but as you push down into the rocks, you want to move around the tank because you're getting different pockets of poop pockets. Probably like a hot pocket, but not as tasty. So basically go around the entire tank. Try not to suck up any fish. Remember, we're only taking about 2/3 of the water out. That's why we're leaving the fish in. It's actually more stressful for the fish to catch them and remove them, put them in another container, then catch them and put them back, than it is to just leave them in here. They're pretty much going to avoid you. But you want to also keep an eye on your bucket down here. You don't want to get carried away and have it overflow because it'll look like someone had diarrhea all over your carpet, especially if it's white like ours. So I'm going to stop when that bucket is, I don't know, about 3/4 of the way full, and go empty it. And you can empty it in the toilet, because as you pour it in the toilet will just start to flush, and all of a sudden sucks it right down. So you don't want to dump it in your sink, especially if there's rocks. It could clog your drain, and it stinks. So the toilet's built for taking down things that look kind of diarrhea-ish like that. So why not? So you just keep moving around the tank. Kind of give it a shake, let the rocks go down. Make sure this doesn't come above the water because you'll get a big gulp of air. And then you'll have to resubmerge and get the siphoning action going again. Give it a little shake, get some rocks out, plunge it down in another spot. And then it just kind of totally gets everything that's in the rocks and down on the bottom of the aquarium, sucks it right up. So we do this about every 2-3 months. And I think it's been about 4 months since we've done it last, so we're a little behind the curve. That's why it's looking nasty. But I'm going to stop right now. We're going to go empty that. Alright, here's the kids' bathroom toilet. It's pretty scuzzy, so adding this scuzzy water is not really going to make a difference. Down the hatch. As you pour it in, the toilet just flushes because it's magic. I don't know. But here's a little residue. We're going to go finish up and then put the stuff back in and add some water. Alright, we're pretty low. I got about 1 inch of water left in here, so I'm just going to let it stop. You can see the fish have about 1 inch or 2 of water. They're still able to swim, but they're like, hey dude, we're getting a little low. So I'm going to add some fresh water here in a minute. I'm taking this old filter and I'm setting that off to the side. Actually, I'll just do it now. I'm going to take this filter and I'm going to rub some of the scum onto the old, from the old filter to the new filter, because this is like primo like bacteria, and apparently the fish need it. I don't know. contact your local aquarium expert and ask them why, but I'm just following their instructions. So I'll pitch this old one, and I got a new one with some traces of gibberish on it that'll help the fish live. Not using any soap, I'm trying to get all the algae off of it. With an algae eater, when you drop dead. We're a placostomus, and our Chinese algae eater is lazy. It's like has snow on it, or I don't know what that is. Mold, mildew, moss, sick. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that, but we're cleaning this crap off. Just grab a scrub brush, no soap, some hot water. Look at that. Almost like new. Okay, a trick to putting water back into the aquarium, especially when there's still fish swimming around, is you want to put a saucer into the bottom of the tank. That way when the water hits the saucer, it sprays around versus digging a big hole of rocks and blasting rocks all over the fish. So this way it'll be a little safer and distribute the water evenly across the tank. So I have some big 2.5 gallon, 3 gallon, whatever these are, things I got at, I don't know, Walmart, Meijer, some store around here. I filled up with spring water. We're on well water and it's pretty nasty, so the fish seem to thrive in this reverse osmosis water. Tip her up and just pour it right onto the saucer. Pour the water right on the saucer. You want to make sure if it's winter time that you have this water inside your house and it's room temperature versus bringing it in out of the garage and it's like 37-degree water. Alright, I'm a few inches short. I'll have to make that up with some other water in a bit, but I'm going to put all the plants and things that I have in this bucket back in, and then I'm going to fire up the filter, put the hood back on, fire up the heater, and we'll see what we have at the end. Alright, take the saucer back out, and then you can grab your plants, start sticking those back in. So let's get the heater plugged in, get the filter going, and see how it looks. Okay, I have fresh water into the aquarium, and we need to make sure that now that the heater's back on, this gets between 70 and 82 degrees. That's where the tropical fish like to live, in that type temperature of water. There's the algae eater who's not doing his job. Slacker. But I didn't get all the algae off, but got a lot of it. Cleaned the light, the plastic pane that's underneath the light, so it's a lot lighter in here now. And the fish have fresh water, which is good to take down like 2/3 of your tank every couple months, every 3 months maybe, and then add fresh water. Alright kids, we just cleaned the crap out of this aquarium, no pun intended, and what, it'd take 10-15 minutes? So you can do that every couple months, keeps your fish healthy and long living. So I'm going to celebrate this little project with not cracking a beer, but drinking one already poured. So if this helped you out and you liked what you watched, please subscribe to my page, like my page, comment, and I'll see you next time.